This was a call by the unions to occupy Congress and demand Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell hold a meaningful vote to end the shutdown that's left some 800,000 workers without pay, even as half still go to work.
No other employer in this country can do that. It's time to open up the government.
Members of the union that represents government contractors were here too. Unlike federal employees, they will not get back pay once this is over. Helen LONANE is a security guard at the National Air and Space Museum in Washington.
I just pray and just ask all those senators to make some pressure on the president or the Senator Mitch McConnell to pay us, because it's not our fault. We want to work. I always work. I want to go back to work.
Several union leaders have now peeled off and say they're going to confront Mitch McConnell at his office, the Senate Majority Leader.
We're looking for Majority Leader McConnell. Has anybody seen him? He's been missing for 33 days.
Beyond helping their members get by financially, the unions have filed several lawsuits citing laws that require the government to pay its workers for their work, and they are likely to win. But because the law also says only Congress can appropriate money for government wages, the courts are unlikely to force immediate payment of salaries. But at least one lawsuit invokes the 13th Amendment of the Constitution, which abolished slavery after the Civil War. The workers say that the government has forced them into involuntary servitude by making them work without pay. In the past, the courts have been reluctant to create a precedent where workers not facing physical coercion can accuse employers of slavery. But with more and more reports of workers defying the government and not going into work until they're paid, experts say there may be a chance of legal success.
We want to work and be paid!
For example, if the government starts coercing Customs and Border Protection workers to go to work without pay.
What happens if we get 1, 2, 3 weeks down the road or longer and workers are threatened with being fired for not showing up to work? Would that constitute legal coercion? No court has answered that. I think that's an open question.
The phrase that keeps being used around DC as the shutdown lingers day after day is uncharted territory, and that's an apt description for the future of federal labor in America. Shihab, Rattansi, Al Jazeera, Washington.